Netta is in the building. Hi.
Hi.
What's happening?
Well, I did my nails for the 4th time this week. It's an obsession.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Like, look.
Those look really nice. Those are really nice.
You think?
Yeah.
I got them today. And I did them like in the design of like my new single, which is very sweatery and fun. And it's really matches the picture, which I really like. They're really cozy. And my manager thinks they look like a hot dog with mustard, which is...
I can see that.
Which is...
Sorry.
Now you can't unsee it, right?
Yeah.
Now they're mustardy.
Why did he put that in our heads?
That's him.
Where is he?
That's the guy.
I get it. Like, I'm not going to like lie and say that I don't, but I can see like the mustard in the hot dog and whatnot. So you were telling me earlier that your day is hectic but fun. Explain that for me.
I've been doing. I've landed here in the U.S. for about 8 days ago. I had like 2 amazing shows in New York. I didn't really know what to expect when I did it, and it's going amazing. So we're kind of like preparing for the shows here in LA tomorrow. I have 2 shows, one after the other, which is sporty and ambitious, but really, really, really exciting.
I can imagine. So
I'm doing nails today, and I met like a couple of really cool people from music business, and I'm excited.
I have so many questions. Wait, so when you said doing nails, are you doing other people's nails or just your nails?
Well, lucky for other people, I'm not doing their nails.
Oh.
But I'm doing mine. I'm kind of like in this. I am obsessed the past 3 months with designs and with the sounds that they might make. I'm trying to make them my percussion instrument.
Nice.
So this is the sound that they make right now. Which is kind of sandy.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I like. I'm trying to gather a lot of textures that they can do. I also had like yesterday the dangling charms, which allowed me to add a little more crisp, and I record them into my little looper, and I do what I'm doing.
I was about to say it's almost like nails ASMR.
Well, I'm a very ASMR-oriented artist. I enjoy it a lot, and sometimes it's disturbing other people, the interest I have in it, and I don't know it. I really like it, right. And I really I think this trend for me is it's a little bit more. It's a chance for me to dive in the little. It's an opportunity to listen to a whole new sound world,
right?
And the amount of depth that there is in those when you listen closely, it really amazes me. So I've been researching that a little bit.
I want to talk about how you were saying how you had your 2 back-to-back shows in New York, right? And going into it, what were some of the things that you were thinking about when you were about to perform at those shows?
Well, first of all, I come from Israel, and I am kind of well known there. And I won also the Eurovision Song Contest in 2018, so I'm quite kind of known in Europe. But the U.S. is something that I don't know what to expect from because I am starting fresh. And my music is also in English, so it's really natural for it to be here and for people to to have it and to listen to it and to connect with it. And I'm really checking the waters. I'm dipping my toe, like to see if it's okay. And I didn't know what to expect when I opened. It was the first time opening tickets, like for sale for people, and the amount of diversity I've seen in my shows. Right. When I came there, I was expecting to see Israelis, and there were so many Americans and LGBTQs, and so I was so happy and overwhelmed. When you choose to do pop, right, you do something really, really wide, and you never know if it's going to catch, and who is going to relate to it, and to what heart it speaks, and I was so surprised to see the room filled with color and people and love, and I was I got that energy, and it was amazing.
Can you do me a favor? So you walk out there, you see all of the different faces, all of the different shades of people. Describe that feeling to me when you walk out there and you see that.
It's like you say I love you to someone, and you have this fear of not hearing it back, but then you hear it back. So it's like a little miracle. So I entered a room full of people not knowing what's going to happen, and I heard I love you back, which is, for me, in this point of my career, is I needed that. I've been working so hard for so long, and to just know that people are with me is so much right now.
It had to mean the world to you.
It did.
So you're on stage.
It still does.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So I'm thinking, when you see that, and you're on stage performing, it literally had to relax and chill you from all of the anxiety and the fear of unknown when you walk out there and see that, right? It
not relaxes. It exhilarates. It's exciting. It's you want to do so much to make them know how much I thank them, how much gratitude I feel, and it's like when you invite people to your birthday party, and you're kind of afraid that no one's going to show up, but then they do.
That's a fear of mine.
It is.
That's why I will not throw a birthday party, because I feel like that no one will ever no one will show up. Like, people will be like, wow. Oh, I forgot. I have something else better to do. So I totally get that. Like, you putting on a show, and you're like pleasantly surprised when there's people out there.
Wow.
See you.
The fear of rejection is something that led me in life.
Did it really?
For so long. This exact thing that you're describing. I've been being afraid of stepping outside of my box, because I was afraid that people won't say I love you back. It's actually very interesting that we're talking about it, because my latest, the thing that I'm about to put out just speaks about that, about rejection. I liked a boy this year. I had a big crush, and the deep and amazing understanding that he will never be able to love someone like me broke me. Yeah, and basically I'm a very happy, very confident, very vibrant, sexy young woman, and whenever this happens, it's like, shoop, you go back.
It like knocks you down. a
You
couple
go
pegs.
back. You
Right.
feel like nothing. You feel like the most unworthy, unworthy of love. Like like giving up on this concept. Like being basically so insecure,
Right.
so insecure, and my surrounding felt it. My people felt it, and I was a mess.
So let me ask you something. How do you get over that?
I started doing my nails, but that's was a trigger. I started choosing me. I started
When you say it was a trigger, what do you mean?
like you did you ever hear someone say make your bed in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing you do, and then go from that.
Mm-hmm.
Like pat yourself on the back and say, okay,
'Cause it's one
I
thing
made my
that
bag.
It's one thing. People say that they make their bed every morning because it's one thing that you've accomplished and it starts off your day. I
So
refuse. Refuse.
well, I took that and I did my nails,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so deep for me to do them for me.
Right.
I was I wrote stupidly wasted the peak of my prime on you.
Mm-hmm.
You will never love me like I love you. I wasted a year of my time like getting myself ready every time I see him,
Mm-hmm.
putting tons of lashes and lash glue that make my eye itch. And when I did my nails, I did them for me. Like I kept doing it. And when you think about it, nails is the only thing that you see of yourself when you're not looking in the mirror.
Mm.
That's the thing. When I look at him, I feel majestic, and it starts my day. It starts my looks. It starts me, and it's a cute metaphor for I am enough, and I am enough for me, and I'm just very thankful for this little thing starting the procedure of me loving me coming back to me.
I just realized something.
What?
I love my nails isn't necessarily just about you loving your nails.
No.
It's about
It's bigger.
One more time?
It's bigger.
Right. It's about everything that you just described.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's me loving me. And but nothing else matters. When you love you, then everything follows. And who doesn't follow, then fine. But it's the most important thing, you choosing you. I was devastated by someone not choosing me.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed to convince myself about this truth that nothing else matters. I need to choose me back.
So the nails are the metaphor.
Yes.
The nails are you.
Yes. And also I love my nails.
Oh, absolutely. But
I also love my nails, yeah.
Right.
It's not it's a metaphor, but it's also a hard, solid fact. I love my nails.
So how did it come about? Did the song come about from, I guess, the situation of you liking someone?
Well, when we wrote the first draft of this song, we was actually here. I was actually here in LA in 2019, writing with like a group of writers.
Right.
One of them is Soki Siren, which is real cool, real cool girl, and a duo of producers called The Monarch.
Okay.
And we wrote. Soki had really nice nails, and also I had really nice nails. And I said, "Hey, can we make a song about nails?"
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Okay, you just made my day. Let's write a song about nails." She's a songwriter. And we made a song about like, I like acrylics, I like my gels, I like the feeling. Yeah, you can tell. Na 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 na. Something that is very, I'm feeling myself.
Right.
Very uplifting, very, but very one-dimensional. It took me a lot of time to figure out, why isn't this enough?
Because it was surface.
Yeah, it was very. It was so really one-dimensional, and I needed to figure out what it really means to me. And then I have to say a big thank you to my producer and my partner, Avshalom Ariel, who wrote this with me and insists every time, Netta, you have to think wide. You have to think deep. You have to think, and then all of what happened this year happened, and this douche broke my heart, and I figured, hey, this should go together.
It really does.
This should go together. More about it, I met this week. Because of the song, I really wanted to we went in a deep Google dive about nails and what, and where did this trend come from, and culturally, and what does it mean? And we found an amazing group of women in Jersey who calls themselves the long nail goddesses.
Oh, nice.
And they have nails like this long. I don't know how to literally say that, but imagine
what's that? That's probably 24 inches. Yeah?
Maybe imagine a big bottle of water. Like
a gallon.
Yes.
Okay.
Then this long.
Wow.
I can show you visuals. You're gonna flip, and when and they meet every month. And they're like a support group for each other. And I just got to first of all, this visit was crazy, because obviously visually, how do you manage yourself in your life? How do you open a can? How do you open the window in a car? How do you
do other personal things?
Well, they are very independent.
Yes.
They said that they can do anything except taking the ATM card out of the machine.
Okay.
This is it, which is very surprising. But the amazing thing, I found out that exactly what nails meant for me, it means for them. One of them told me how she got through cancer. What with doing her nails were her only thing keeping her up.
It's like it made her feel beautiful when she was going through all of that stuff that was in her life.
It doesn't just makes you feel beautiful. It makes you feel more like you're you. The designs, the stuff that you do on them is your choice of ways to express yourself artistically. It's ways to attract attention. Ooh, I like your nails. Is you being open to receive attention and love from the world.
Right.
Which is
I
showed up.
Right.
I showed up for you. I showed up for me. I showed up for this. And I fell in love with them. They accepted me. They did this initiation ceremony when they bedazzled the hell out of my nails, and I was through the roof with happiness.
It's like you found your group.
I did.
So tell us, what are you working on next?
Well, my next big project is my Playground Politica era. When I was a little girl, I grew up in Nigeria up until I was 7.
Okay.
And I grew up, my father was working there, and I grew up in an international school. When I was in the seventh, when I was about 6, I was in a classroom with a Japanese girl, a guy from a little boy from Nigeria, a little boy from England, two girls from Guatemala,
Mm-hmm.
and so nobody was different because everyone was different.
Right.
Accents, colors, obviously, backgrounds, musics, culture. And the school really celebrated everyone's place. So I grew up in a very special unicorny way.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how I believe kids should be educated and to what they are exposed. I grew up on a lot of sounds, like a fusion of so much. And in one moment, my mother had a fight with someone in Nigeria,
Mm-hmm.
and we in one night, without saying goodbye, we flew back to Israel. And I remember myself starting school with like 40 white kids in a classroom. And I understood really quickly that I am the fat unibrow girl with the accent that is also very sensitive. And when kids label you, it kind of sticks. It doesn't leave you. So I believe that I am unintelligent and weak and unworthy. And this stayed that way. And a lot of people might take my music as really childlike,
Mm-hmm.
but what I'm doing right now is really writing about these scenes of my childhood. I'm taking the sounds that I remember and and specific scenes that molded me into the person that I am now, and we call it Playground Politica.
Okay.
Politica is politics in Hebrew.
Okay.
So it's like the politics of children, of a playground,
Right.
which is interesting and cool and beautiful and full of surprises.
Well, it was a pleasure. I really appreciated the conversation.
Thanks.
It felt really good to get the meaning, the in-depth meaning behind "I Love My Nails," and I appreciate that. So
Are we
thank you so
gonna
much.
hear it?
Yes, we're gonna play it.
We're gonna play it. It's the first time. It's not even out.
Oh, it's not?
It's not even out.
We're gonna play it.
How excited!
Boom. But thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for this lovely talk.